Kia, disconnect that TV because it's going to disturb the internet here. Disconnect it from Wi-Fi. It's going to disturb us here. Good evening, good evening, good evening. God bless you all. And thank you for joining in numbers. I'm going to go straight to the point because I don't have enough time here. I have so many things that I have to do tonight. So I'm going to be brief and then I will leave you think about it. Good evening to everyone that have tuned in. And to everyone that is tuning in. If you have just joined us now, please quickly share the video. Share the video in the groups. Share the video on your wall. Share the video everywhere so that everyone will know that Seer1 is live and join us so that we proceed. And we want what we want to do tonight, which is very important for all of us. Thank God. Someone is saying, is this life? Yes, this is life. Long time without coming live. I don't come live if I have nothing to talk. I come live when I have something to do. When I have something very, very important to talk. So I have something important to talk tonight, which will benefit everyone, which will benefit you from anywhere you are all over the world. I just want to say you are blessed. First of all, before we start, I want to continue thanking you all for the encouragement that you have been encouraging me. You send me messages. Seer1, we love you. Seer1, continue telling us the truth. Seer1, continue leading us. Seer1, so many good messages, that I received from you. And I'm so happy. I'm so glad. I received these messages from Zambia, encouraging messages from Dubai, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa here. It's so encouraging. I can't believe the kind of love and encouragement. I didn't know that when I start talking about the truth, I will have so many people encouraging me. So many people saying, Seer1, go ahead. We have to liberate Africa. Seer1, go ahead. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. And then before we proceed, I just want you to know that this program or this page is not for shaky people. It's a program of truth. It's a program of reality. It's not a program of beating around the bush, So if you hate the truth, if you know that I talk about your politician, you start insulting me in the comment section, or I talk about your country, you start insulting me in the comment section, or I talk about what is happening in Africa, you start insulting me. This program is not for you. It's not for you. This program, there are no bootlickers here on this page. There are no prophetic cadres here on this page. There are no fear people here on this page. Everyone that is watching me is supposed to be a Jagaban. So if you know that you don't like the truth, you must leave the broadcast before I start talking. Because I love to say the truth. Because the Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall do what? Set you free. Sometimes you pray, sometimes you fast, sometimes you do everything, but you don't have the truth in you. You will still remain poor. You will not go anywhere. So if you are watching this program and you don't love the truth, I want you to leave the program. This program is for people that love the truth. The truth is bitter. The truth can hit your spiritual father. Hello? Don't come and type rubbish and comment rubbish when I start talking about it. The truth may hit your president. The truth may hit your country. Don't come and be a cadre on my page. You must give yourself. The people I'm raising here are the people that are saying, Seer1, you are opening our eyes. Seer1, we are strong enough. Seer1, you are Jagaban. Seer1, you are saying the truth. Seer1, we love you. Those are the people that I want here. I don't want cadres here. Those that like to insult people. I don't want you here. You must go because I want to talk the truth. God bless you. So I want you to share the video right now. Share it now that I'm talking. In all your groups, share it. If you have a page, share it on your page. Share it on your timeline so that we can proceed. And today we want to take time to evaluate what is happening about coronavirus. I know there are so many countries. People are calling me, just like in Zambia, a lot of people are calling me because most of the people that follow me, most of the people that come to this page to follow me live are people from Zambia. There are a lot of Jagabans from there. They are saying, Seer1, today the coronavirus is increasing, but you said it's going to end, it's coming to an end, it's going to start going down end of this month and as we are entering next month. So those are the things that I want to tell you. And then I want to come here to talk to Jagabans, to encourage you, all my followers. You see, Norman Chavula, he has already started. He said, Rubbish, you are supposed to convince non-believers. You are not a believer also, but you are here. That's why I say I don't want people like you, please. I don't want people like you. I go and look for righteous people. There are many righteous preachers all over the world. Look for them. Let them teach you salvation and encourage you to repent. Here, I'm talking to people who want to hear the truth. I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about real things. I'm talking about facts. So if you want to know salvation, there are pastors that preach salvation. There are pastors that have that grace to preach salvation. I cannot do what I cannot do everything. There are people that have the grace to preach all those things, but I can do what I can do. So we are talking about Corona today. Like I said, when this thing came upon us, when this Corona came upon us, everyone was running helter-skelter. Everyone was running helter-skelter. Where is this thing coming from? Where is this thing coming from? People are praying. People are fasting. Where is this thing coming from? Which doctors? Everyone is shouting. Everyone is crying. Where is this thing coming from? And by the grace of God, some other people start prophesying. Other people say it's coming from here. Other people say it's coming from here. There were so many things that we have said, but I was quiet. My children, Jagabans, you were asking me, Seer1, tell us, because we know that you are the one that can tell us the truth. Where is this thing coming from? I couldn't say anything. I was always, somebody say, Papa, continue hammering the PF government. Okay, I will take time to speak about them today because there is something I need to tell the nation. People, my children started asking me, Seer1, tell us, please, tell us, Papa. Follow us, tell us, Papa. What is going on, Papa? Papa, tell us what is going on. Where is this Corona coming from? I waited. Godfather didn't say anything. But 1 week or 2 weeks down the line, I got a call from him, a spiritual phone call, not a physical phone call. He said, Seer1, you must come to the desert of wonders. You must come to the wilderness. So I went to the wilderness, and then as we are talking, he told me to say, this thing is coming from China. He gave me the information. Everything he told me, I came and I offloaded it. If you have not watched it after the program, go to my YouTube page, Prophet Seer1 CFM, subscribe and watch the video. I said it clear, it's coming from China and so on. Lizzie Muntali say, no sound. Oh my God. People of God, is it true that there is no sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Joseph Banda, I like the way you speak the truth always. God bless you, Joseph. Can you hear me? Someone said there is no sound. Please verify before I continue. Chiluka Martin, jealous dance here one, you always say fact, of course. And we don't like people who don't like fact. People who don't loud and clear. Dr. Machona. So God bless you. Perfect, perfect. So we can continue. So people, after giving the prophecy, I went to Godfather. I say it's coming from China. I came, I offloaded it. I said it the way Godfather said I should say it. And I said it. And as time goes on, many people all over the world are beginning to see that China is the one that put us in this predicament. If I were you, you are going to clap hand for me for that prophecy, because I am the only one that gave that prophecy all over the world. As only person that is called false prophet, the only false prophet that has power to know where things are coming from. You must clap hand for me for that. So as we proceeded, we discovered that it's coming from China. Thank God. And the time is going on. And one day, people started asking, Seer1, when is he going to end it? When is this thing going to end? When is this thing going to end? I couldn't say anything. Many people prophesied this. Many people prophesied that. Many people prophesied this. Many people. But one day again, Godfather says, Seer1, you come in the desert of wonders. Sydney Maya, there is sound. We can hear you. God bless you. I'm watching from Congo. Wow. Good to know that Congo is joining us today from all over the world. Glory, glory. So Godfather says, Seer1, come, I tell you when it's going to end. When I got there, Godfather told me, please, like I said, in this broadcast, we don't talk about things that does not exist. Hello, we talk about real things. When I tell you this thing is red, it's red. We don't say by faith, or by this, or by Bible, or by this, or by that. No, no. Yeah, we'll talk about reality. Godfather said, tell them to say, in the month of April, as month of April is ending, coronavirus will start going down, 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 down. If you are doubting me, I want you to go to my YouTube page after this program, Prophet Seer1 CFM, and watch the video, The End of Corona. It's titled The End of Corona. Watch that video and see everything that I said. Godfather said, month of April is going to be bringing it down, down, down. As we are entering May, it's going to be finishing. I said it exactly. And today we want to review that prophecy that I gave. That prophecy that I gave. I believe that many of you are watching your TV stations. Many of you are watching your Al Jazeera, you are watching your Sky News. Personally, to me today, here in my bedroom, I've not stopped watching Sky News from morning up to this time. I've been watching Sky News just to see what is going on. And according to what I'm seeing in Sky News today, they are saying that coronavirus is coming down now. The graph is coming down, 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 down. I'm going to come and talk. There are people who are saying it's increasing in Zambia. It's increasing here. No, I'm going to come and talk about that. But according to what Godfather told me, he said by this month, as this month is ending, Corona will start going down. Those of you that like to watch Seer1, the original followers of Seer1, not shaky people. Those of you who are proud of Seer1, who are saying, of course, Seer1 is our father, is our leader. You will know that I said it. I said it. I said it through. I said it. I said, according to Godfather, by the end of this month, it will start going down, 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 down. This one say, that is prediction and not prophecy. It's important also that you predict your own, we'll see. So by now, according to what we are watching on news today, it's going down. In Ghana today, restriction has been removed. And I was reading some things today from the I want to show you something quickly from here. I want to show you something quickly from here. This broadcast today is very, very important. Please, it's very, very, very important. I want to show you something that we are seeing on news today about Corona. It's trying to open. This is from Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera, they are saying that Germany are now starting to ease coronavirus shutdown. Because of what? Corona is going down. This is Germany. Spain also, if you have been watching your program very, very well, Spain also have started, they have reduced on the shutdown. They are reducing on the shutdown. Ghana has reduced on the shutdown. Today, as we are talking, Australia has completely, let me read out something for you as well so that you understand, we'll be on the same page. Something that I also shared on the page. Let me read out something for you, please. Quickly. Come. And let me read out something for you. This is from Daily Mail. This is Daily Mail. Daily Mail, Australia. And for you to know that this is an accurate news, let us click here. You can see that it's a verified page. So they are not lying. What are they saying today? They are saying that coronavirus has come to Australia. Records 0 new coronavirus cases in South Australia, the North Territory, and the Australia capital over the entire weekend. So this is just to tell you that it's going down very, very much. It's going down, and it will continue going down. By the time we are entering next month, finishing next month, everything is going to be, people will be celebrating. All of us are going to be celebrating. So the reason why we are here today is for me to encourage you. It's for me to tell you to say, God is on the throne. And many people are fighting me on my page. They said, when I posted something today, they said, but Seer1, you said that this is not a spiritual battle. Now we are saying that it's going to end and it's ending. No, it's not a spiritual battle. It's a physical battle. It's a scientific battle. It's a political battle. It's a battle of world powers. It doesn't need prayer. The only role that Godfather played here is to tell me when it's going to end, that I came to tell you. It's not Godfather that is ending it. And Godfather is not going to end it. But it's going to end. It's ending. So if you are watching me from Africa, remember that I said from the beginning that we are not the target of this thing. What is happening in Africa today is like where 2 elephants are fighting. 2 big elephants are fighting. Grass must suffer. There must be an effect of the fight. This fight between China and the Western world, this is a fight that is a very big one. All of us are going to benefit. All of us are going to feel the effect. Whether you are from Zambia, from South Africa, from Sudan, anywhere you are watching from in Africa, we are going to feel the effect, but it's not for us. That is why we are not dying like the way others are dying. You can say, Papa, 50 people have died in South Africa. How many people have died in America? Almost 30,000 people. You can say, Papa, 5 people or 6 people have died in Zambia. How many people have died in America? You can see that the number is very huge. In Japan, in Italy, you can see that the number is very huge. Why? Because China wanted to be number 1 economy. And that's what is happening today. I was watching news today. Those of you that follow me, I don't need to explain this again because you have heard it from my mouth before. Exactly what is happening. I've told you everything. And everything I told you is what is happening today. And when you go to, today I was watching United Kingdom. I was watching Sky News. Sky News said that part of the equipment that they are using, majority of the equipment are coming from China. They are coming from China, meaning China, world is running to China to go and buy things from China. That was exactly the reason why coronavirus was produced. If you are in Africa, don't bother yourself. Don't fear. Don't shake. So long as you are watching me, so long as you're a follower of Jagaban, I want to not be afraid. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Fear can kill you quicker than the sickness. Fear can kill you quicker than the sickness. If you are not supposed to die and you have fear, you will die. Many of you that are watching me today, you watch CNN too much, you watch Al Jazeera too much, you watch all this news media that they are using to propagate what they are propagating. When you finish watching it, you start feeling like you are coughing. If you cough, you say, hey, maybe I have corona. It's not corona, it's fear. Do you know that anxiety kills your immune system? And once your immune system is dead, you are dead. Somebody with strong immune system is protected from virus automatically. Believe me. So don't be afraid. If you're a follower of Jagaban, don't be afraid. No matter what, this month and next month we are entering, all of us are going to be celebrating. All of us are going to be celebrating. All of us are going to be saying, thank you, Lord. Yes. So don't be afraid. Fear is dangerous. Fear can kill you. Fear kills quicker. Fear kills quicker. Fear can, many of you are supposed to be big by now, but because you have fear, you cannot confront people. You are not big and you cannot be big. You see what CNN is doing right now. You see what Al Jazeera is doing. You see what Sky News is doing. When you finish watching them also, you go to the page of Donald Trump and watch the truth. Many of the things they are saying is no longer the truth. They are using fear to put in us because they know that, are you live on YouTube? No, now I'm, yes. Many of the things that they are saying now is just to put fear in us for us to shake, especially Africa. I told you from the beginning, I told you to say, this thing will not affect us too much because our immune system is too strong. You thought I was joking. I told you to say, Africa, this thing is not going to affect us too much. It's not. Because of what? Our immune system is strong. The food we eat is so strong. Believe me, many of you didn't believe me when I was saying it a long time ago. Many of you thought I was joking. I was watching a documentary and also reading a documentary. Someone said, put the camera straight. I don't know if the camera is not straight. I'm sorry for that. I was watching a documentary where the wife to Bill Gates was saying, if this thing could go to Africa, people would die, people will lie on the street. I don't blame her for saying that because she knows that we don't have hospital here in Africa. Hello? We don't have, not because we don't have the money. We have the money, but our leaders are stealing it. What she's saying, according to her, what she's saying, according to experience, can be true. Because we don't have hospitals. Look at how many, what are they calling sanitizer? Look at how many ventilators that America is struggling. A whole America is struggling to find ventilators. If that thing come to Africa like this, how are we going to survive? How are we going to survive? Our leaders have stolen all the money. We don't have money in Africa. We still have to depend on the same people that are killing us. We still have to depend on them to bless us. Even this test kits that they are bringing to Africa, we don't have something to test it. We don't have something to test it. Anything China give us, we'll carry and we'll start using it like that. Anything America give us, even if it's affected, we are still going to use it like that. Why? Not because we are not blessed. We are blessed. There is no continent in the world that is more blessed than Africa. But the problem with us, we are blessed with foolish leaders. Idiots. African leaders. They are what Mrs. Biget is saying is the truth. It's the truth, because if that thing have to hit us the way it hit America, which I told you that is not going to happen. If that thing have to come and happen here, at least South Africa is better. South Africa has tested over 100 and something thousand people. But look at other countries. How many people have you tested? A country of 14 million people, how many people have you tested? A country of 20 million people, how many people have you tested? Because you don't have the kits. We have the resources. We have the money. We have the gold, platinum. We have everything. What is wrong with our leaders? What is wrong with our leaders? So that woman was actually saying the truth. What that woman said, if that thing must hit us, we are finished. Of course, if that thing had to hit us today, we are gone. Believe it or not, Africa is finished. But remember, I said it in the beginning to say it's not for us. All you have to do is to eat nice food and secure yourself. Eat nice food and safeguard yourself. I said it. Make sure that your immune system is strong. Eat okra. And many people heard my voice, and many people obeyed what I'm saying. And you can see what is happening in Africa today. Africa is protected. Few people are dying in Africa. Very few people are dying in Africa. And the majority of the people that are dying in Africa, if you have to look at it very, very well, it's not just because of corona. They had other sicknesses, other hidden sicknesses. It's not just because of corona. They had other sicknesses. Corona is not doing us bad like it's doing to others. Corona is not doing us bad like the way it's doing to others. Why? Because our immune system is strong. We are protected. And that's why I always encouraged you to eat and protect yourself. Because something like this was coming. But I'm praying so hard and working so hard that African leaders must wake up. We must wake up. After this corona, I pray that they must stop stealing. They must stop stealing. African leaders must stop stealing. If corona, remember I said something. Those of you that follow me, I want to show you something. Those of you that follow Seer1, the people that follow me, I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about those who are proud of Jagaban, who follow me always. You know that I said that as this thing, corona will be ending. As this thing, corona is going to be ending. America will try to fight China. And China is going to release something more dangerous than corona. This is what Godfather told me. I want you to see something here. I want you to see something. I want you to see something here. This is Al Jazeera. This is Al Jazeera. This is Al Jazeera. This was 16th of April. Just now. 16th of April. This is Al Jazeera. Look at what is happening. China is planning to test a missile. Look at it there. And America got it. American intelligence, because now they have opened their eyes. They saw it. China dismisses USA claim that it conducted a low-level missile. Believe me, those of you that follow Seer1, don't joke with my word. When I tell you something, believe it. Because I'm Seer1, I'm a Jagaban. I hear from Godfather. Godfather is not ordinary person. He does not lie. He does not joke. He does not come here to talk rubbish. When Godfather says something, you must believe it. When I tell you that Godfather says something, believe it. Godfather, he doesn't miss. He said that America will try to... You see what is happening now? You see what America is doing to China? America is investigating China. America is putting China under pressure. Yesterday, Germany alone gave China a bill of over $150 billion to pay them. Everyone now, West, want to put pressure on China. Let it not go there. China still has something more dangerous than Corona that they want to release. They are already testing it. Hello? They are testing it already. I'm telling you the gospel truth. They are testing it already. And if America should make mistake to do what they are planning to do, they will release it again. I think this one now can be the end of the world. So let us... If those of you that know how to pray like me, you must tell God to say, touch America, let them leave China alone. Let them leave China. Let them be. Let China be. Let them be. Let China be. Please. Those of you that know how to pray, this must be our prayer topic. It's nothing else, but let it happen like this. China must be, because China is already testing something. Because Corona is going down now. Watch your news. Seer1, Corona increases in Zambia. Forget about it. Zambia, how many people are having Corona in Zambia? Seer1, Corona is increasing in Africa. So long as Africa is concerned, we are protected. What we are feeling is the effect. We are not the target. The target was Western world, America, France, Italy, Spain, and so on. It's not us. We are feeling the effect. Once it goes down in America, once it goes down that side, it has gone down in Africa. Forget about it. God is protecting us. Our ancestors are watching over us. So that must be something that we must do. That must be something that we must do. Our next prayer is we must ask God to give us good leaders. Leaders that love us. Not thieves. What has happened to us now? What has happened in the world today? I believe they have learned their lessons. There was a leader that died in Nigeria. I think it was yesterday or what. He died of Corona. He died of Corona. I've forgotten his name. He's a leader in Nigeria. He's a presidential what. He died because of Corona. Imagine if we had the equipment here in Africa. Imagine if we had the equipment here in Africa. And unfortunately, majority of Africans are still waiting for donation from outside the country for us to buy ventilators, for us to buy testing kits, for us to even buy a mask. But we have all the resources in Africa. Are you not tired of this kind of stupidity that is going on in Africa? Being ruled by idiots who don't understand anything, by thieves. By thieves. By thieves. The only thing they know is their tummy. The only thing they know is their mouth. They know their family and they know their tummy only. They don't care about anything. Are you not tired of it? Personally, I am tired. That's why I have decided. Somebody has written, Abba Kairi, yes, is the one. When he was in Nigeria there, they didn't build the hospital. Now death has come. Nowhere to run to. I said it before to say, our leaders, this thing, it will meet them. Thank God for this thing. It doesn't ask whether you are a rich or you are poor or you are a leader or what. It kills. So our leaders, this is a wake-up call for you. African leaders, I know many of you are watching me. I know many of you watch me. I know that your family watch me. Wake up and start building your country. Let me tell you something you don't know. No matter how rich you are, no matter how many billions and millions you steal, you can never buy a plot in heaven or in hell. If you are going to leave heaven, if you are going to leave this world to go to heaven or to go to hell, why are you still packing? Who will eat all those money? All those money that you are supposed to use to build hospital for us, who will eat it? Prepare yourself. Something bigger is coming. Something bigger than Corona is coming. It's coming. Imagine Africa. We don't even know anything. Many of you who are saying bigot. Many of you who are saying Malinda. The phone we are using, the software is coming from bigot. The laptop is coming from bigot. At least if we are producing our own, we can fight them. We can tell them to say we don't care because we are standing on our own. Okay, many of you are saying we reject the vaccine, reject the mask, reject this, reject that. In Africa, we don't have. We don't have it. It's not because we don't have the resources. It's not because we don't have the capacity to bring people that can build it here in Africa. But because our leaders are thieves, crooks. Our leaders are greedy. Our leaders are mad. Our leaders are selfish. That is why we don't have it. All those test kits that Jack Mia from China has brought to us, who has tested it? You must test it before we use. Where is the tester? Do you have the tester? We don't have it. We are still at their mercy. Not because we don't have the resources. We have the resources. But our leaders are fools. Our leaders are mad. They are greedy. All they know is themselves. All they know is their family. Their dear friends. There is nothing more. If we have all those things, we can protect ourselves. Where we are going, the one China is going to release now, we need hospitals in Africa here. Believe me, we need more hospitals. I always say this. We need more hospitals than churches in Africa here. Because something bigger is on the way coming. I don't see America, I'm not prophesying, but I don't see America just leaving it like that. America is going to reiterate. And when America reiterates, China is going to fight more. China has already gone ahead. That's why, remember the time of 5G. I told you people to say, forget about 5G. America is behind. That's why they are speaking against 5G. Today, no one is talking against 5G again because China has won the battle. Even those people that we are putting fear in us, saying 5G is 666, that Jesus is about to come, the world is about to end, everyone is quiet. Because you can see that the truth is coming out. China is preparing something ahead that even America know. Let America relax. But let us pray for our leaders, our greedy leaders. Let us pray for them to change. If they don't change and continue stealing from us, taking our money and taking it back to the people that borrowed it to us, the money that we are supposed to build hospitals, ventilators, the money that we are supposed to use to do things, you take it and you give it back to them. And you come back here in Africa. The next one that will come, you will die. I swear upon God, Father, you will die. You believe me. That's why it's very, very important. African leaders must wake up. The one you have stolen is enough. Believe me, the one you have stolen is enough. African leaders must actually start looking at young people and start putting them in governments. African leaders must start looking at young brains. Young brains. African leaders must start looking at young brains and start putting them, young brain that understand computer, Young brain that understand what is called nuclear weapon. Young brain that understands something. You must start putting them as your MPs. You must start putting them as your leaders so that what is about to come will not suffer. Look at some of our leaders, members of parliament. They don't even know what we are talking about. Believe me, some of our leaders cannot say COVID. They cannot say coronavirus. I want you to interview them. They don't know what it is. But they are leading us. They are leading us. They are leading us. Our leaders, presidents of Africa, you must start employing young people. Young, intelligent people, not cadres. Not cadres. No. Not cadres. For the benefit of your country. For the benefit of your people. For the benefit of the generation to come. You start putting young people. Let them start making decisions, because what we are passing through now, what is about to come, is not about gun, it's not about plane, it's not about bomb. We are going now into scientific war, and it needs young brain. Those people in parliament that are sleeping when important decisions are being made in parliament, are they the people that will save Africa? They don't even know what we are talking about. Many of them don't know what we are talking about. They don't know. Are they the people that will save us? Are they the people that will save Africa? Young people must rise up. I'm talking to you. Young people, you must rise up and start going to parliament. In these elections that are coming, stand up and start going to parliament. Stand up and take over from papas. We are tired of being ruled by people who don't even understand English. They don't know what. They go to parliament, they sleep. In a month end, they receive salary. What rubbish! Some go to parliament, they just go to praise the president or clap. At the month end, they receive salary. Our generation that is about to come will perish. Believe me, it will perish. It will perish beyond repair. It will perish. It will perish unbelievable. The next generation that is about to come. If you don't wake up now. If you don't wake up. Believe me, youths must wake up. Youths must wake up. Make decision. Be like China. China has gone ahead. China has gone ahead. China has gone ahead of us. Africa, we are still employing cadres. Cadres who don't even know their jobs. I don't, the angel that brought me to Africa, when you were creating me, you made a very big mistake. I'm not supposed to be here in Africa because I have found stupid leaders leading an intellectual like me. Leading some other intellectuals that are watching this thing. We are being ruled by them. They don't know nothing. They don't even know their job. In Africa, a president will wake up and create an office for his friend. God forbid. And the world is progressing and we are going backwards. You forgot that it may not affect you today. Today, as a president, you may have everything. As a member of the ruling party, you may have everything. How about your children and your children to come? It is time for you to give way to young people. Young people must go to parliament and rule. Young people must go to parliament. Young people must go and make decisions. Because the world is no longer analog. The world is now digital. Young people are the people that understand digital. Those other president that is already 60, 70 years old, 90 years old. What do you know about computer? What do you know about coronavirus? Most African countries today, they are closing their country, not because they know the value of closing the country. They are closing the country because they have heard that other countries have closed their countries. Young people, if you're a young person that is watching me now, I want you to be inspired. Go to politics. Let us remove these fathers. Let us remove them. Let us take over. Believe me, let us take over. It's just like me buying an iPhone 11 to my mother. My mother is saying, Mama, take iPhone 11. What is she going to do with it? The world is growing, but Africa is not growing. Instead of Africa growing, we are coming backwards. Instead of us being civilized, we are coming backwards. What is happening in the world today? Tell me one African country that has a vaccine to protect themselves. Tell me one African country that has a hospital to protect themselves. South Africa is even better because it's a very developed area. But many other countries, tell me one country that has a good hospital to protect themselves. For example, if what happened in USA is to happen in South Africa today, what can we do? Young people, you must rise up. You must rise up and say, I'm going to parliament. You must go and speak. They must hear you. They must, even opposition party, if I can advise you, opposition party members, by this time, when you are selecting people to represent you in parliament, go for young people that understand what is happening. Let us not just be going behind. The same time, the same old people, they don't even know how to wear suit. They don't know the size of their suit. If somebody cannot dress well, if somebody doesn't even know his suit size, how is he going to address the nation? How is he going to rule the nation? Opposition leaders, you must rise up and pick the youths. Pick the youths. The one that is ruling Nigeria, I don't even want to talk about that one. I don't want to talk about Baba. I don't know if he knows what coronavirus is, but he's a president. How about the one in Uganda, Papa? Look at Africa. What is wrong with us? What is happening to us? Young people, all of you that want to contest, you must send me a message. You must send me a message. You must send me a message. You must say, Papa, I want to contest. I want to go into politics. I think it's time for some of you to drop those certificates and go to politics and save your people and liberate your people. Time has come for you to stop going from hospital. Many of you have potential, but the problem is that you are still bowing to old papas. Papas, they don't know nothing, but they are representing us, and you are licking their shoes. You are licking their shoes. You are licking their shoes, and they are eating your future. They are destroying your future, and you are licking their shoes. Instead of you standing up and saying, Papa, your time has passed. It is my time. You don't know what is happening in the world. I am the one that knows what is happening in the world. It is time. Any question that you want to ask me? How about the one ruling Zambia? That one is the worst of all. If I talk about him now, they will come here and cry. His cadres will come and cry on my thing. Zambia is the only country here now in Africa where everyone is busy fighting corona. They are campaigning. The ruling party, they are not opposition. Ruling party. Everyone is crying. The whole country, America, USA, the whole country is fighting. Everyone is focusing on corona. Even the poorest country in the world, everyone is focusing on corona. In Zambia, they are campaigning. The ruling party is campaigning. What a shame. How do you print the head of the president and print your party logo on a mask? Are you okay? That is the kind of leaders we have in Africa. Even if Nigeria is not good, even if Nigeria is not, I cannot say Nigeria is perfect. But such thing cannot happen in Nigeria. Everyone is crying. Everyone is fighting corona. Politicians in Zambia are busy campaigning as a ruling party because they know that they are losing next year. Even if you campaign, I've told you already, even if you bring Jesus to vote for you, you are not going anywhere. Because you don't know what they are doing. Believe me, if you don't even know your job description. You know, people, I didn't want to talk about Zambia, but people always want me to talk about Zambia. When I look at what is happening in Zambia, I feel like crying because my children are so much in Zambia. Millions of them are crying. Millions of them are crying in Zambia. Millions of them are crying. A lot of them are crying. I don't want to talk about Zambia because I am respecting the fact that we are fighting corona, not because that part is done. I don't check my prophecy. My prophecy don't miss. When I tell you that this person is done, believe me, it is done. They are done. They are gone. Even if they campaign with Jesus Christ, they will not win. They are gone. They don't even know what they are doing. I was watching on Facebook. I was seeing the minister of not even a full minister. Minister of what is the name of this? Minister of Lusaka what? Parading people up and down, beating people up and down. And you call it democracy. And what is more painful is that there are people who are watching me here who do not even understand what democracy is. There are people who are watching me here who do not understand what democracy is. A man will wake up, instead of sitting in his house, he's gallivanting up and down Lusaka, gallivanting all over, beating people up and down. And people are saying he's working hard. Are you mad? What do you know by working hard? Do you understand what job description means? If you are a minister of this place, that must be your description. You can't enforce the law. Are you the law? Are you the police? If you are the one to go around and beating people, it means police don't know the work they are doing. And if the police don't know the work they are doing, what is the minister of defense doing? You sack him because he doesn't know his work. He doesn't know his work. If your minister of Lusaka will go up and down and start beating people with the police, what is the minister of Home Affairs doing? Is police under Lusaka province? No. That is the work of the police. And you don't even have the right to beat anybody. If somebody offends you, if somebody breaks the law, you do what? You arrest him, you do what? You take him to court. And court determines. You don't go around and start beating people like you are the class monitor of Zambia. The reason why I don't talk about Zambia is because I'm respecting corona. But look at, people are watching me all over the world. The whole world is watching me. Everyone can laugh at what is happening in Zambia. That is what happens when you don't have a work to do. Your friends are busy in the computer working hard. You are gallivanting up and down. You move from this place to this place. Who are you? You don't know. We don't know your job description. In fact, you don't have a job. You don't. The next president that Zambia will have, I just want you to remove some of these useless ministries because they don't have what they are doing. If they have what they are doing, what can a minister be doing gallivanting up and down? How about the police? Why are you paying the police? If the police is not doing the work, you sack them and put others. It's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility. Going around beating up grown-up people. Jehovah. And embarrassing them. And these people have families. What kind of leadership do you have in Zambia? What kind of leadership do you have in Zambia? And I mean, I was even watching him on TV saying, I'm going to beat them. Stupid. Can you come and try that thing in South Africa? Can you even come and try? If I just pray that one day you go to Nigeria and try that rubbish. A minister supposed to be in his house telling people do this, do that. Just for camera to see you, just for the whole world to see that you are working, you start beating up grown-up people. Are you mad? If somebody embarrass you like that, how will your children feel? Eh? Are you a minister, or you are a class monitor, or you are a class prefect? Bowman, relax. We have seen people like you before. We have seen people like you. We have seen people like you. You need to relax. You need to respect people. You need to respect democracy. Zambian people also, what is wrong with your senses? Somebody is trampling on your right. And you are saying he's doing a good job. Which job? Is beating somebody a good job? If that is a job, I believe anybody else can do the job. They are not, look, they are cadres. They don't know anything about democracy. Nothing. And many of you are watching. Many of you are watching here. Many of you are watching me. You are praising him. You know, he's doing a good job. Which job is he doing? If he must go around beating the police, it means the police don't know what they are doing. Why are you keeping the police? He must go home and sit down. He must go home and sleep like other ministers. This is not the time to show the people that you are working. It's not the time to always, you want to be on news. You want to be on camera. You want to always people to praise you. Rubbish. A local champion. You are treating your people like their doormats. Is there democracy in Zambia, or is it military? Come on. You don't beat people like that. Grown-up people. And the people are sharing it in Zambia. You are laughing at people that they are beating. One day they will beat you. They will beat you. Because they don't have nothing doing. The leadership is as useless as a rotten tomato. They have nothing doing. That's why a minister that's supposed to be home, a minister that's supposed to be sleeping, a minister that's supposed to be drafting something and watching CNN and watching what other countries are doing, instead of watching and learning something, is gallivanting on the road, beating up people. You are mad. Believe me. That is why I encourage anyone that all of you youths that want to go into police, I need to pray for you. I need to empower you. You must remove cadres. You must, a cadre who don't understand what human right is. I was watching the other news. He says, I didn't want to talk about this, but I laughed. He said, I will use the law within me. The whole world, you are watching Zambia. A minister said, I'm going to use the law within me. And he said it on national TV. I'm going to use the law within me. Meaning they don't respect law. Yeah. I feel sorry for Zambia. I feel sorry for Zambia. I feel sorry. Sometimes, I sit down, I cry for Zambia. Because I don't understand the kind of leaders that are there. If a minister will be beating people up and down, whipping them, and nobody is saying anything. The president is not even condemning it. I don't know if the president also understands what human right is. You don't beat people. You arrest them and take them to court. We are in the modern world. That's why we need modern That's why we need modern leaders. That's why we need modern leaders. You don't go around and shouting people, hey, ha, ha. You are not the class monitor. Those people are not your students. They are people that are feeding themselves from their houses. If they break the law, arrest them. Arrest them. Put them in cell and take them to court. Don't beat people. It's against human rights. My goodness. Zambia people, next year, you celebrate. Cadres will stop ruling you. I see him walking around like there is something in him. That's why people like Bowman Lusambo, I call him local champion. That time I was talking about them, they said they are going to send their cadres to come and fight here in South Africa. I was not going to use any supernatural power on any of you. Just few guys here. We are going to teach you a lesson. You are going to learn how to respect people. You are going to learn how to respect people. Talk about your country of origin. That's the stupidity I'm talking about. This type of person don't even know that Africa is one. You don't even know that I was in Zambia. I was paying tax in Zambia. I left millions in Zambia. That idiot doesn't even know. He said, talk about your country. You don't know that I was paying tax in Zambia. You see the kind of cadres they have in Zambia. But next year, there will be sanity in Zambia. Because God has remembered Zambia. I want you to ask me questions that you want to ask me. I want to answer your questions. Ask me question. I want to. Victor says, I love you. I love you more, Victor. God bless you. Any question? Ask your questions. HH will be the next president of Zambia next year. And I've already, I think I'll use this opportunity to tell them again to say, if you are in opposition, there is no need to fight among yourselves. There is no need to fight among yourselves. All of you must unite. All the opposition members, all of you must unite. And remove these people that don't know nothing about leadership. You remove them. You must unite. All of you, HH, Calabar, Kambwiri, Chilifiatayali, all of you must unite together. All of you must unite. Don't fight among yourselves. Unite. Forget about who will be the president, what. HH is going to be the president. Just leave it like that. The most important thing now is to remove the bad egg. Then you can sit down and plan yourself. I think opposition leader, you must come here in South Africa and sit down with Honorable Julius Malema. Let him teach you one or two things. You know, the problem with us is that in Africa, we think that we know it all. You cannot know it all. Even a child like this can learn something from you. You can also learn something from a child like this. Don't say, no, I'm too big, I'm too elderly. No. Forget those things. There is nothing like age when it comes to brain. Brain does not come with age. We HH bring tribalism into the country. What is tribalism? The people that are bringing tribalism are already there. So opposition party, you must come together. Come together, work together. Don't fight among yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Work together, all of you, no matter how small you are. Don't say, because this one is having a small political party, I will not respect him. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bring everyone together on board. Work together and remove these people. Remove them because they don't know what they are doing. If they know what they are doing, how can a minister of a province be doing the work of a minister of home affairs? Even if Stephen Kapiongo is not my friend, I don't love him. But I know where he is now. He's just laughing to say, does this boy want to take away job from me? That our brother, that our brother that is gallivanting up and down, doesn't even know that he can catch corona. Sit down, learn something from Botswana. All the ministers are in their houses watching CNN, watching what is happening all over the world so that they can make phone call. Allow the police to do their job. If the police are not doing their job, fire them. You cannot be a minister and come and be a police and start beating people up and down. That is wrong. People are living in fear. Believe me, people are living in fear in Zambia. People are living in fear in Zambia. It's not right. Questions. When will Corona end? Corona is coming down now, and Corona is going to come down until next month. It will be going down. Yes, Morris, doing the work of the police. Why are you paying the police if minister must leave his job and start walking up and down? You are not preaching salvation instead of politics. Since you know salvation, tell us about salvation. And since you are saved, what have you achieved? Are you in heaven or you are still here on earth? Teach them, Papa. I love you. God bless you, Regan. Thank you. What I come back again with that. Danny. Why are you bitter with Zambia? Look at this one. How can I be bitter with Zambia when I'm speaking for the people of Zambia? One day you'll be beaten. When they beat you, then you will know that I'm not bitter with Zambia. I'm bitter with the useless type of leadership that is going on in Zambia. I love people of Zambia. If I don't love them, I will not. You don't see how we are suffering. You don't see how many times have you eaten today? Eh? How many times have you eaten today? You that is talking rubbish. Talking about bitter in Zambia. You don't see how those people have destroyed the country completely. What is good about Zambia? Say one thing that is good about Zambia now. The currency is now competing with the Malawi kwacha. There is nothing. So that's why both me and you, we want them out so that people will come and reconstruct the government of Zambia. You are there. There is so many ministries created in Zambia that don't add value to the nation. Political ministries. If only you came to Zambia, a lot of things would change. Of course, I will come. I want you to ask me questions. Let me answer your questions. You speak the truth, big man. James Blessing, God bless you. See, I love you, Mape Musonda Frank. God bless you. Thank you. Tell them. Give us. I love your work. Tell them. God bless you. Continue speaking. And they are watching. Of course, they are watching. You are telling the truth. They know that I tell the truth. And the reason why I don't shake them is because of Corona. And we respect what the whole world is going through. But because of how stupid they are campaigning now, as I'm talking to you, they are campaigning. They are wearing campaign materials. They don't even care that people are dying, people are crying, people are dying in hunger. They are still campaigning. What rubbish are you talking about? Why you don't put those money that you are receiving aside and save life freely? Nonsense. Come and give me questions, please. Don't mind them negative comment. You are doing the right thing. Of course, law is in the negative comment is coming from PF cadres, and they are poor. In Zambia is where you will see the poorest cadres. In South Africa here, cadres are building upstairs, big houses. In Nigeria, if you are a cadre, your mansion is all over. Zambia cadre, just buy them beer, 1 bottle of beer. Buy them goat meat. That's enough. Just look at them. Look at those cadres gallivanting up and down. They don't know nothing. Even those cadres that are here commenting, they don't know that what belongs to them is what their fathers are stealing. Instead of standing and support so that what people have stolen from them can get back to them, they are saying, we are talking about Zambia. Jesus help me. Poor cadres. Some even have to, as I'm talking now, ministers have to send them talk time to say, oh, you go and reply Seer1. They don't have talk time. They don't have talk time. I'm telling you, they don't have talk time. But they want somebody who is fighting for their right. They want to speak against him. They want to challenge him. I'm not in Zambia. I don't want anything from Zambia. I left millions in Zambia there. I left my cars in Zambia. I left my properties in Zambia. I don't want them back. I don't need them because I have more than that. I'm fighting for you. Because I love Zambia. Because I love you. Come and give me a question. Papa, you are a true man of God. Thank you. I love the way you speak. God bless you. Please, I need money. Okay. You stayed there how many years? I stayed in Zambia 7 good years. Papa bless me. Thank you. Seer1, how sure are you that PF will lose the election? I don't like to talk what I talk again. I talk it again. I talk it again. Forget, they have lost already. They are gone. Tell them I love you, Papa. God bless you. Did you start believing in God? Did you start believing in God or what? Come back with that your question. Let me answer. Bless, I love you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. You have a point. Perhaps you open people's eyes. Of course, that is why we are here. God bless you for that. I love you, Jagaban. Please do miracle money for me. Immediately after the program, you must send me a message on WhatsApp. Let me tell you how it's done. Is church going to make a better president? If he was able to manage his business, what will stop him from managing a country? That time when I was helping PF, I was helping them because I thought Edgar Lungu was humble. Yeah. Of course, church is going to be a good president. Sir, you are a man. I need to talk with you on WhatsApp. Okay, send me a message on WhatsApp. Is Africa going to be affected? I need more prayer. Please send your questions. Send your question quickly. Send your questions. Seer1, give us signal about closing of Prime TV. I'm coming on that. We are all waiting for coronavirus to end. Many of them can think that they have won the battle. They have done this, they have done that. No, people are waiting for coronavirus. People are respecting coronavirus because it's something that happened to the whole world. It's not time for politics. After coronavirus will come. Seer1, what is the next step about 5G network? 5G network is already here. 5G network is very good for us. 5G network is not 666. 5G network is just an upgrade of a network, internet network from 4G to 5G. Forget about those propagandas. 5G network is good for internet. America wanted to build it first, but China beat them there. Because China beat them there, they start campaigning against it. They start saying it's evil, it's 666. That is rubbish. In fact, let me tell you something. Take your Google and Google. Already in Lesotho here, 2018, there was already 5G. 2 years ago, there is already 5G in Lesotho. Google. It's there, they are using it. And because how many people have died there since 5G was there? Don't allow white people to brainwash you. You must wake up as an African man. Can I be your girlfriend if Corona doesn't kill us? Eh? Oh, God. Prophet Seer1, you need to repent. From what to what? Tell me. Tell me. Talk about PF branded mask. How are you seeing it? That's rubbish. At a time when everybody is crying, at a time when people are showing love, at a time that people are showing love, it's a time when a political party that is already in power is still desperate for power. Can't you see that is stupidity? You're already in power. Jehovah. And that reminds me, let me take this opportunity to thank all the great men of God that have made donations, that have supported people. Somebody like Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah in Nigeria, in Wari. Wow. That guy has given away millions upon millions upon millions of Pastor Paul Eneche, millions. Men of God are donating. Men of God are coming out to donate. Even Pastor Alf Lokau, they heard the voice and they are donating. They heard my voice, and I'm so glad because in this work that we are doing, no one can say, I know it all. Those people that heard my voice and are donating now all over the world, may God bless you. From where you are removing, many more will come. Men of God are donating. I was reading something, Prophet Jeremiah was refusing to collect tithes. Somebody gave him tithe of millions. He said, no, I don't need it. Use it and help the people. This is what is called loving God and loving people. So that's how we should be. Prophecy, I want to be there. Connection between. Is there a connection between COVID and 666? There is no connection at all. Questions? Change my story. Okay, I've heard you. I wrote you a message on WhatsApp. There may be a month. Another thing I want to tell you is that when you send me a message on WhatsApp, you receive an automatic message. That message invites you to the church automatically. And once you receive that message, it means the message has come. It means your message has come through to me. And every message that's come through to me, whether I reply you, I don't reply you, I have seen it. Godfather has seen it. Expect a miracle. Ask questions. Thanks, Seer1, for speaking on behalf of Zambia. God bless you. I will always do that. Papa, how are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Papa, I need money. They are fearing us because we are poor. You will not be poor again. I am praying for you. What is mark of the beast? Mark of the beast is 666. Send me your WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is there on the page. Immediately after the program, you can get it. Your language is not good as a man of God. I'm not a man of God. And the chip they want to use for the vaccine? I don't know. Where are you reading this type of things from? Ask your question, Papa. Will Africa experience more death than other continents? No, Africa, coronavirus is already ending. It's coming down, down, down. We are not going to experience it like any other country. Our immune system is very strong. God is protecting us. So, what do you think about COVID and when will it end? I said by this month and next month you'll see it diminish. I want to submit. How do I become a son? Send me a message on my email so that I can reply. Seer1, why is China people treating Africa bad? China people are not treating Africa bad. It's a propaganda. Can we be wearing PF mask? For what reason? What for? I hate people who speak negative against you. I love you, Papa. Don't worry. Not everyone loved Jesus. Jesus was here on earth. Not everyone loved him. Up to today, not everyone loved Jesus. That is why there is Muslim, there is Hindu, there is other religion, and the others who don't believe in Jesus. So if Jesus didn't please the whole world, who am I to please the whole world? Now, if you are not a man of God, who are you? You can see that I'm Seer1. I told you that I'm not a man of God because you want to tell me how men of God speak. Men of God are hypocrites. Men of God are those people you have in Zambia there who cannot speak for the people. They are men of God. Those people, you give them brown envelope, you close their mouth forever and ever. Those are the men of God. They are there. They are there. They are there. Government closed Prime TV. None of them have spoken. Prime TV is the only voice that opposition is using to speak. And government closed it. There is no single man of God that stood up and said, please, what are you doing? What you are doing is wrong. There is no one there that could say it. They are afraid. How can you fear, but you're a man of God? Where is your boldness? But the Bible says, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of boldness and of a sound mind. Of there you say, Abba, Father. But look at the people you have there. They can't talk. The government control them like remotes. Men of God are watching. People, ministers they are beating people with whip. They are beating grown-up people instead of taking them to pass through, taking them to police and taking them to court. They beat them and humiliate them. Grown-up people. Imagine, life is a seed. Before you embarrass somebody, before you do such a thing to a person, think about you. Imagine if it's you. Imagine if you are the one that is embarrassed like that. How will the community look at you? A grown-up man, you are beating him, he's crying, he's running all over, and you are capturing it. You want to show the world. You want to embarrass him in the presence of the world. What did he do? Because he was drinking alcohol. What is wrong with drinking alcohol? Is he the first person that drank alcohol? If it's so bad, why, even if you are beating him, why don't you remove camera from there? Why do you want to beat him and still embarrass him for the whole world to see? How do you think his wife is going to respect him? When his children grow up and look at that thing, how are they going to respect him? You are ruining somebody's future because you have a few months power in government. You are stupid. You are mad. You are an animal. You are foolish. Nonsense. How many pastors do you know? Where? I know so many pastors. Seer1, please, your WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is there. Immediately after the program, you can get it. Kia? Seer1, having those got power from US, where they will not get power from anywhere. Let me tell you something you don't know. I am a Jagaban. So long as Africa is concerned, Godfather is number one. And so long as I belong to Godfather, I am number one. There is nowhere they can get power. What are you talking about? Which power? There is nobody that can help them spiritually. So long as it's a spiritual thing, I am number one in Africa. I'm not bragging. If there is anyone that say he's number one in Africa, he has power. He has power. Not rubbish. He has power. Let him pick a stadium. Let's their power. PF cannot get power anywhere in the world. So long as I'm alive and I'm number one, I belong to Godfather. Godfather is number one. So long as spiritual realm is concerned, I'm not joking. I swear upon Godfather. There is they can't get the reason why they are beginning to do a useless thing now is because spiritually they are failed. That's why they are beginning to do rubbish. If you close Prime TV, which is the voice of the opposition, are you not rigging the election already? Are you not rigging it already? Answer that question. If the only voice that opposition is using to speak to the people of Zambia, you close it, are you not rigging it physically? And that will not happen over my dead body. You will see. We shall see. Give me your question. Are you still maintaining that COVID? Of course, it has already started ending. I want you, don't just read rubbish, don't just read other things. I want you to also read, go and watch news. Coronavirus is going down now. I feel strength of your sweet voice. God bless you, Steve. Thanks for standing for us. Thank you. What is Godfather? Godfather is my spiritual father. Is the one that gives me power. And so long as Godfather is there and I'm alive, I see other people making noise, talking rubbish on Facebook, this, that. It's so long as spiritual realm is concerned in Africa, we are the people that decide. Tell your pastor, tell your bishop, tell the witch doctor. Personally, to me, witch doctor come to me and collect power. Witch doctors come to me and collect powers. Men of God come to me and collect power. Let one pastor who says big in Africa, let him speak. Let me hear. We control everything. Forget about it. Are you scared of Chilufatayali? Why? He has not done anything wrong to me. He has been good to me. He has never spoken anything bad to me. You are too much. I like the truth. God bless you for speaking the truth. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Is Godfather the one who is father of Jesus? No. God is the father of Jesus. Godfather is my spiritual father. He's a spiritual being. 100% spirit. 100% human being. Who will be the president of Zambia? It's a church in the. Do you know prophets Chukwuemeka? Come again. I like you, Seer1. Thank you. What is Jagaban? Jagaban is a leader of warrior. That's what it means. What is your main teaching to us? My main teaching to you is to open your eyes as an African person. Be wise. Wake up. I love you, Papa. Happy that you are saying about Zambia. God bless you. I love you because you are the voice of the voiceless. Thank you. Are you still in contact with Sunday? No, who is that? I don't. Me and the local champions, I've already given him what he deserves. So why should I be in contact with him? He must do the assignment that I gave to him. What's the difference between power you gave to pastors and doctors? Network nearly. I sent a message on WhatsApp. I will read your message. Somebody sent me a message. He said, what is the rule of a pastor's wife? The role of a pastor's wife. I think this one also, you must hear it now. You must hear it now. If you wanted to log out, don't log out. You must hear this one now. This is where I want to hit. And you must learn it. Let me tell you, there are so many things that are going wrong in Pentecostal today. I don't want to say in Christianity. I want to say in Pentecostal, but because Catholic is okay. Other churches are okay, but Pentecostal is where the problem started. Whoever founded Pentecostal didn't do the right thing. He can think he has done the right thing, but he has done rubbish to us. Look at this. Somebody say, what is the role of a pastor's wife? Let's see what the Bible says. In Genesis chapter 18 verse 2. Genesis chapter 18 verse 2. Let me read something from you. Let me talk from the Bible so that you don't start fighting me to say it's talking out of the scripture. Genesis chapter 18 verse 2. Look at what your Bible says. Abraham looked and saw 3 men standing nearby. When he saw them, he hurried from the entrance of his tent to meet them, and he bowed low to the ground. And he said, if I found favor in your eyes, my Lord, do not pass your servant by. Let a little water be brought, and you may all wash your feet and rest under this tree. Let me get you something to eat so that you can be refreshed, and then go your way. Now that you have come to your servant, very well, they answered, do as you have said. So Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah and said to Sarah, quickly, get 3 seahs of the finest flour and knead it and bake some bread. Then he ran to the head and selected choice tender calf and gave it to the servants who hurried to prepare it. He then brought some curd and milk and the calf and had it been prepared and set it before them. While they ate, he stood near them under the tree. Where is your wife? The angels asked. They say, where is your wife? What is the work of pastor's wife? If you go to many Pentecostal churches today, you will see that pastor's wife have actually removed their husband from the pulpit. Pastor's wife is carrying microphone and prophesying rubbish. Sheki baba, sheki baba, sheki baba. Rubbish. Prophecy is a calling. Pastoring is a calling. Bishop is a calling. Apostle is a calling. If God called you, it doesn't mean that he has called your wife. You see the reason why we are suffering today. There are many pastors that are suffering today. Those that are still collecting offering. Those are people that their wife supposed to be working somewhere and bringing income to the house. But because the prophet is there, he makes the wife a prophetess. That is rubbish. No human being has the right to make somebody a prophetess. The duty of pastor's wife is to support the husband, not to help him to preach, not to preach. What is happening today in Pentecostal is that once Seer1 becomes a prophet and get a wife, automatically that one become a prophetess. That is rubbish. That is nonsense. What is happening today is that once a pastor, even a pastor can get a gay friend, the whole church will say, this one is a pastor, our mama pastor. That's rubbish. As a pastor's wife, you must have something doing. You must either be doing business or working in the hospital or working in the company, so that when there is need, you support your husband. Your husband carry microphone, you carry microphone. Are you okay? Some of the pastor's wife even prophesy more than their husband. That's rubbish. That's why I'm telling you, Christianity and the other thing, these things are rubbish. And imagine, look at this. Look at this. Some of these people, it's God that calls people. Human being can never call a person. Believe me, I, Seer1, cannot call a human being. It's God that calls a person. If God calls me as a prophet, did he call my wife as a prophet? No. But the problem today, the problem we have today, especially in Pentecostal, I'm not talking about Catholic because they are okay. Just look at them, you will see. Look at other churches, you will see. Look at Muslim, you will see. But so long as it's Pentecostal, so long as there is Papa, once Papa get a wife, automatically she's a prophetess. That is rubbish. Is Papa the one calling, or is God that is calling? Is Papa the one calling, or is God that is calling? Many of you that are watching me right now, you are a man of God. You are hungry. You are bothering me. You are sending me messages on WhatsApp every day. I need the miracle man. I need the miracle man. You have a wife. That wife is supposed to go and work. Now that tithe and offering is not coming, seed is not coming, you are supposed to be eating from the salary of your wife. But because you remove your wife from there and made your wife a prophetess, a self-ordained prophetess, now all of you are hungry together because church is closed. You see where the problem is? In Christianity, what is happening to us? What is happening to us? Mamas, mamas, this one is our mama. Your mama where? Even today, as I'm talking to you, in this church, this classroom churches, a prophet will go and get a prophet will go and get a gay friend, just a gay friend. Automatically, she's a prophetess. And she will start laying hands on people and putting rubbish, impacting rubbish on people. Pastor is a calling. Prophetess is a calling. Prophet is a calling. You don't become a prophetess automatically because you are married to a prophet. It's a lie. It's God that calls, not your husband that calls. That's why Africa is in a mess because of religion. They don't even know these things. Believe me, they don't even know this thing. They don't know. Many churches are destroyed because of the same pastor's wife. Because she don't have the calling. She come there. Anybody that come there and greets the prophet, she's going to fight that person. Fight that person and destroy the church. I know many great men of God that are destroyed by their wives. Because they don't have the calling. I mean, great men of God. They married their wife. Instead of allowing their wife to continue the work they were doing, they changed them to prophetess. You don't have the right to change a person to a prophetess. That calling must come from above. So those of you that are going to church where there is a prophetess, you must ask yourself, are you prophetess by marrying our papa, or prophetess because God called you to be a prophetess? If not, something is wrong. Believe me. Believe me. Of course, they are putting rubbish on people. You see those prophetess, they pray for people in church. I watch some of them on TV, I laugh. What are you praying? Is it your calling? Mama prophetess. Are you a prophetess because God called you to be a prophetess? Or you're a prophetess because your husband is a prophetess, is a prophet? That's the problem. That's why so many churches are suffering. Things are going wrong. People are going to church. You know, you go to church, you come back drained, you are praying, things are not working. There is confusion in your life because already there is confusion in the church. Because your pastor has already ordained somebody that God did not ordain. Your pastor has called somebody that God did not call. Pastor's wife must go and look for a job. Prophecy is not a job, it's a calling. Being a prophet, being a prophetess is not a job, it's a calling. If you don't have the call, go and look for a job. What are you talking about? What is wrong with Africa? What is wrong with Africa? In every country. It's not only, it's happening in every country. Everyone is a prophetess. Papa's girlfriend, not wife. Girlfriend, prophetess. That's rubbish. You don't have the power to make somebody a prophet or a prophetess. Calling must come from God. You can never be a prophetess by marriage. Your duty is to support your husband, not to stand on the pulpit. The day I'm going to get married, and my wife make a mistake and take microphone and say, just praise the Lord in the church. She will leave. When she drop the microphone, she must go to her parents from there. It's not your duty. Just because I'm a prophet does not make my wife a prophetess. It is God that calls. It's not a human being that calls. Look at your husbands are busy asking for offering. Your husbands are busy asking for tithe. Your husbands are busy crying, begging for food. If you were working, they were not going to beg. They were going to be eating your salary now. But because you refused to work, you were doing prophetess, prophetess, apostle, pastor. Hunger has hit your husband and hit you also together. Now you are begging. You are embarrassing yourself to the public, showing the people that you are broke. Christianity. I feel sorry for you. That's why, you see, I tell my church here in Limpopo, I tell them to say, if I was not a prophet, if I didn't have a church, I was going to be a member of Roman Catholic Church. I tell them. The thing about me is that I say what I want. I say the truth. I don't care. I don't care. I tell them the truth. The way you see me talk here is the way I talk there. That's why if you come to my church, it's matured people, elderly people, important people, not yes, Lord, not students. No. My church is matured people, African people, people that want to know the truth and hear the truth. I tell them, if I was not a prophet, I was going to be a member of Roman Catholic Church, because at least there is order there. There is order. Once they open a church in one classroom, and get one woman, that woman automatically become a prophetess. Am I lying? Are you not seeing it with your own eyes? Do you even ask your pastor, Papa, is our or is our mama a prophetess because our mama is married to you? Eh? Eh? Do you even ask this question? Do you ask your pastor? Do you ask your pastor to say, Papa, is our mama a prophetess by calling? Did God call our mama, or you are the one that call our mama? You don't have the right to call anybody. Who are you to call somebody? You don't have the right. You don't have the right to call anybody. You can't call anybody. All these pastors, they will fight me tomorrow. All these small prophets with mamas. I see their wife jumping up and down the pulpit. What are you jumping for? Go and look for job. Now your husband is out of job. Corona has chased your husband out of job. Go and look for job and help your husband. Go and work. God wants you to work. Use your hand and work. Use your hand and work. The fact that you are a pastor's wife does not make you a pastor. You are an ordinary person like any other person. It's God that calls, not your husband. Am I clear on this? Any other question? Any other question? That's why I like you. You are such a good prophet. We thank God. Any other question? Emmanuel Banda, I say you are saying the truth, of course, because the Bible says you shall know the truth and the truth will set you free. This one say you are not on YouTube today. I am. This is a live program. Lips. Oh, God of Nazareth. Seer1, I love you because you tell the truth. Bless you, Prophet D. Prophet, you've learned. Don't impose your wife. Don't. When you are, if your wife is not called by God, it's God that calls. Seer1, thank you for those words. May you be more blessed, of course. From where we read in the scripture, when the angels came to visit Abraham, Abraham is the one that was with the angels, interacting with the angels, and he went and he told Sarah to say, Sarah, go and cook. Your responsibility is to cook while I interact with the angels. If it was today, the kind of prophet and prophetess will have, they will say, no, shake him, mama. The woman will be speaking more in tongues than the husband. But Abraham said, hey, you go and prepare physical food. Prepare physical food while I listen to the angels, while I interact with the angels. Pastor, your responsibility is to take care of the things physically. Don't come and prophesy because your husband is prophesying. That's right. That's cool star that is destroying us. Papa, I love your energy when you are saying the truth. God bless you. You are saying that way. Seer1, I hate Roman Catholic because of Pope. Then you don't know what you are doing. If you hate Roman Catholic, every church started from Roman Catholic is our father. They know they are wiser than us. They love them. I just want to say thank you for watching this program. And follow me, subscribe, Prophecy on my YouTube page, Prophecy Seer1 CFM. Notification. May the Lord. I believe that you are blessed. I'm going to see you. www.